We hear from Summit High coaches on opening night of Tigers football season. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. First, the Deep Creek fire in northern Summit County is holding steady today after burning 88 acres in 48 hours. The fire grew by just 8 acres yesterday. It is 35% contained. No structures have been damaged, and homes in Shadow Creek Ranch remain evacuated. Around 1 o'clock today, listeners were calling about smoke rising out of the north. Wilderness resident John.
Looking up towards the tunnel, and there is a huge plume of smoke, and I'm not sure which fire that's coming from.
Fire managers confirm it is not a new fire, but the Williams Fork fire, acting up again. Jill Cobb with the Forest Service.
This is just burning up those isolated pockets of vegetation that have yet to burn.
That blaze has burned more than 14,000 acres, about 15 miles north of Silverthorne. It is 25% contained. All month long, we've brought you interviews with local ski area executives, giving you a sneak peek at what this ski season will look like. This weekend, Krystal 93 reporter Tana Lockhart talks with Loveland COO Rob Goodell about managing expectations and getting back to the roots.
We're kind of returning back to the core of what skiing and snowboarding used to be, where you came up, you booted up, and you got on the hill, had a great day, and ate lunch in the car, and then headed home. That's the message we really got to make sure everyone understands, is that we are working hard to maintain access to skiing and snowboarding and the alpine activities, and things will just look different.
You can hear the complete interview with Goodell all this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. both days. In sports, the Broncos game against the Patriots is rescheduled from Sunday to Monday after several New England players tested positive for COVID. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, today is opening day for Summit High football when the Tigers host the Conifer Lobos at home after weeks of wondering if a season would even happen. Head coach James Wagner.
A lot of off-season work coming into tonight's game. I mean, I'm excited to just see some of these kids that have been dedicated and showed up each and every day. And now the time's come for them.
As football begins, the cross-country and golf seasons end. Yesterday was cross-country regionals in Gypsum, where standout sophomore Dom Ramikis barely missed the cut for state. Head coach Heather Quarantillo.
He really finished his season off very, very well. He was 1 point out of individual state championship qualification, which was disappointing for him, but to know that he was so close gives us great hope for the future.
Any other year, and Ramikis would have qualified. The boys' team ended 10 out of 13 teams, the Lady Tigers 12 out of 13, led by sophomore Logan Reed and senior Alice Westcott.
They were running stride for stride the whole race. Logan did stride across the line right in front of Alice. They were 38th and 39th.
Tuesday was closing day of the state golf tournament in Colorado Springs, where the Tigers finished 7 out of 10. First-year head coach Ryan Scholl.
At the beginning of the year, if anyone would have told us that we were a top 7 team in the state, I think they would have looked at each other and kind of smiled.
Seniors Tyler Nakos and Riley Sibula started slow on Monday before thundering back to shoot sub-80 in the second round.
Riley made 4 birdies in his final 10 holes, really rebounded, and really kind of showed what he was made of.
The football season wraps in November with a limited postseason, and next up are winter sports, starting January 4th with basketball, hockey, skiing, swimming, and wrestling. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.